At Wakai Waian Healing, we have a pipeline of professionals. Some professionals at the beginning of their career, some are at the end. If you're a student, we absolutely invite you to come and get exposed to working in this sector. There are opportunities depending on your qualifications and where you're at and the experiences that you've got. There are aspects of the work that we do that we can find a place for you if you're interested in that. The fact that we're 100% First Nations owned is one of those aspects. Another one would be we work really hard to find a balance between clinical and cultural governance. We really want to ensure that there are some really strong foundations around how culture informs how we do what we do. Next generation, everyone's unique. They're unique in their needs, they're unique in their origins. I think we want to meet them where they're at in their particular career. I think we definitely value people for what motivates them, value them for what their dreams and aspirations are, and really value what they bring to the organisation. I think that in the next generation, knowing that they, more often than not, they also come with lived experience. So they don't come as a clean slate. They come with a lot of experience and knowledge and wisdom just through life. Does that have a role here as First Nations? As a First Nations organisation employing First Nations people, yes, it does have a role. A big part of what we do here is FIFO or DIDO, drive in, drive out, or fly in, fly out type work. A lot of the areas that we work in are remote or very remote, and clinicians get the opportunity to do that. I think they're some of the greatest privileges that we can have, and I think that's something that we offer. And we do it in a way that is supportive of clinicians, so they're not in isolation. I think a big part, having been a student myself a little while ago now, but also spending time with students regularly, there's a couple of things you learn that I've learned, and I think an aspect of studying and learning and growing is about being able to take what's in the textbooks and what's in the lectures and know how that applies in real world examples. That is something that I think we do well here. So there is context and there is reality provided to what you're learning and how you actually apply that. A principle in the organisation is that to respect people in their place of reality. And that's on our website, that principle. What does that mean in this case? It means that we are keen to meet you where you are in your career. If you're an early career person, we'll provide those supports to you. We'll provide that guidance. If you're at the other end of your career or further along, you might be desiring more autonomy or a greater sense of empowerment. Our governance structures internally and our supervision structures internally allow that to happen. And what's important for me is that I value you as a worker and recognise where you're at and allow you that opportunity to grow as a professional. The number of consumers that a person will get will be measured by where they are in their competencies and with their scope of practice, and it'll be measured by how where they're at in terms of their readiness to do that work. It's not driven by we need to punch numbers through in a day. It's not a machine. It's people's lives that we're working with. The greatest privilege I have is people, various stages of their career, joining the organisation. It is my responsibility to ensure that they are supported through that process. Culturally, I feel responsible to share wisdom, if I have that wisdom, particularly in this space, to reciprocate not only what they bring to the organisation, but if I have some knowledge and some wisdom and I feel it's appropriate to share, then I should share that with you. So that's on that level. In terms of the other ways we support the next generation is self-care is really important, and understanding what self-care actually means for somebody is important. Supporting them with additional and ongoing professional development. That's a big part of the way forward. I think in this space we're constantly learning. And we're not just learning from textbooks, we're also learning from when we do case reviews or intake meetings, or even when we're sitting around as a group yarning about incidences that may have happened in the clinic, or sharing information about the therapies that we're doing. It's all learning. Professional supervision. Professional supervision is a must in this space. I think being able to develop our own internal supervisors is important. I think we are learning and growing a lot more about how professional supervision actually makes a difference. We absolutely go heavy on that.